Hi, I'm Stephen Messmer from Maryland Volunteer Lawyer Service, and I'm a Tangled Title Attorney. So, what is Tangled Title? So, Tangled Title, that's what we call it. Others might call it heirs property. And this is the phenomenon where a homeowner, the record homeowner, has passed away, but the property has not passed along legally to the heirs. And so the heirs might be living in the property, and they may really own the property, but they can't prove that they own it. And that's really the problem, is that this ownership is not legally recognized in the people that are still alive and really are the owners. Um, and that might sound inconvenient or not optimal, but it really creates a situation where the homeowners are really in a legally very precarious situation, and it often leads to home loss through several different avenues. Um, so, like, if you don't have legally recognized ownership, then these heirs, these owners, they can't sell the property, they can't take a loan out on the property, and they can't leave it to their heirs when they pass away. Um, they also, for low income homeowners, they're at a clear disadvantage. They don't qualify for home repair grants that they otherwise would be able to access. They can't get property tax credits, which are really crucial for low income homeowners, um, especially in Baltimore City. Um, Often these homes don't have homeowners insurance, and even when they do, if there's a casualty, like a fire on the property, the homeowner's insurance is going to send them a check in the name of the deceased homeowner. And so they're not going to be able to cash the check even um, when the home is burned or something. Um, so, yeah, with them having to pay more in property taxes, they can't upkeep the home the same way as if they had legally recognized ownership. That these properties are more likely to get behind on their taxes um, or come into disrepair, and so that can lead to losing the home through tax sale or through receivership. Um, Another layer of the issue is that once somebody passes away and they don't have a will, then it's going to pass to all of their heirs, right? Usually all of their children, if they passed away and they didn't have a surviving spouse. And that means that suddenly you've got several people who own it all together and they need to coordinate um, in order to pay all the bills or maintain the home. And then, especially if there's multiple generations that go by without legally transferring the property, there can be literally dozens of owners of this one property. Um, and that just makes it very difficult to untangle. Um, and the only solution often is to administer the estate of the deceased homeowner and the estates of any deceased heirs of that homeowner. Um, so so that usually means multiple if it's really been a lot of years since this person passed away. And that can cost several $1,000s if you're going to pay an attorney to do it per estate. So for many of our clients, that price tag is just simply out of reach. That they don't have several $1,000s per estate to really get this home to have legally recognized ownership. So they're in this precarious legal position and they can't get out unless they pay, right? But part of the disadvantage is that they have less money, right? That they don't have these property tax credits or other things that would otherwise relieve the financial pressures of home ownership. So that's why our program is really critical for a lot of our clients. That if we were not helping them with free legal services, then they would just never have a home with clear title, which would be a huge disadvantage to them and often leads to losing the home. And so that's what our program does, is we try to help families keep their homes, really preserving generational wealth. Often these are homes that were owned by their parents or their grandparents, who really invested a lot of hard work and money into owning a home in the first place. And it's still there, but it's just inaccessible because of these legal barriers. Thank you. Have a good day.